Okay, girl.
Oh. All right. Hey. Welcome to the Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour. We're bowling at StrikeZone, Sunset Station, January 15th. Here we are, my special guest host, Mr. Casey Shepard.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How are we doing today?
It's awesome sitting next to somebody I've known for a long time from Saginaw, Michigan. And it's weird, we're out here in Las Vegas. Who would know?
Funny how things work out.
It is really crazy. That's why we don't burn bridges, right? Actually, I've learned that now. But Casey is the the Pro Shop Manager for Bowlers Mart here at Sunset Station, StrikeZone. So he does amazing work for our kids.
Good start for Dominic.
So we're going to introduce you to the JV and the varsity section of the semifinal match. We have in the JV section Mr. Dominic Montoya, who qualified second with a minus 68, and Parker Berg, who is bowling in a quarterfinal match. Parker beat Austin Nash by 5 pins.
Fortunate.
Really cool. So in the varsity section, we have Seth Stovall bowling Mr. Sebastian Huffman, Seabass. And Seth Stovall beat his buddy Chris Lalos in a quarterfinal match, 203 to 181. So we are now live streaming a semifinal and a final match, and how awesome is it? I got Casey Shepard sitting next to me.
Got some very talented kid here today.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool. So, and we'll talk about bowlers right now. So, just starting off in the with this young man, just started back bowling. After he's taken a year off. He's a football player at Bishop Gorman, and he's bowling his buddy Dominic Montoya. Dominic keeps spreading the word, and he's bringing out all of his kids out here, all of his buddies out here, and pretty talented players. All of them are two-handed too, by the way. So,
Sebastian looks like he started out with an IQ tour here on both lanes. Looks very good. Real easy to read bowling ball.
Let's talk about this. We're bowling on Brunswick pattern, NCAA. What is it? This is a 40-foot pattern. About a 3-to-1 oil ratio, just a hair less. Played pretty good. You could play a lot of different angles. Now in the semifinals, we've had 5 games on 67-68, 6 games with our quarterfinal match, and now this is a semifinal. So we've had 7-8 games on here. Only 3 on a pair. Everybody's they migrated right last game. Let's see what happens this game.
Yeah, I think Dominic's probably the furthest left we have, with the exception of Parker.
Real close.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, now I can hear you.
The most angle.
Let's
we're
see how
seeing.
Parker staying right. Good.
A very good start for Parker.
He's going to beat his buddy. Dominic might stop bringing his friends over from Bishop Gorman. Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas is a private high school, one of the top football teams in Nevada, but on the West Coast, they do a really good job on the West Coast-wise. What does Sebastian say? He's switching balls right before he started.
Right before we started.
This ball has I think his dad put 500 on it a few games ago, so that's what he's staying with now. So what was crazy during qualifying, you could play this pattern like 2 or 3 different angles, 3 different zones, and a lot of the two-handers were throwing urethane. They could play right and had a really good reaction. And I said, Sebastian doesn't have urethane with them right now. I said, but that IQ's beat up with some 500 on it. I said, that ball will actually blend the pattern real well. I said, just quit throwing it so freaking hard with your shoulders.
That is one of the greatest bowling balls of all time. For sure.
I'd take it. That in the face too.
Just the predictability that they offer is unmatched.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Again, Parker bowling his buddy Dominic, and Dominic puts a lot of pressure on himself. This kid practices and practices and practices. Now, again, I can't, like Coach Dave Allen works with him a lot. When I see him at the Santa Fe, I'm like, dude, would you just start working on your spares? Because that's the worst part of his game. This kid is amazing.
Spare there.
His mom and dad are amazing, amazing family. But from a practice standpoint, he just doesn't work on spares. He just loves to strike.
Hey, striking is easy. Spares are where we make our money.
Yeah, baby. That IQ picked up about 35 feet and then rolled out to the pocket. We'll see what Sebastian does on that left lane from here on out. So he's bowling Seth Stovall. Sebastian started off with the front 4. Seth's got the front 3, so this is going to be interesting. Ooh, bounced it
in.
Wow.
Lots of hold on the right lane.
Yeah, that ball didn't pick up like the left lane did it?
Not at all.
And right above us, we have the Buffalo Bills kicking off 2. Hold on, I didn't think Buffalo was the first game. Dang it.
See Mac Jones in action.
All right. So, Casey, let's talk about your beautiful wife.
Ooh, she throws it great, doesn't she?
She does. She always has. Looks good. So, you guys been married now for what, 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years on the 3rd.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Everything going good?
Yeah, things have been great. Still in the honeymoon phase, right?
Well, if it's not, be sure you talk about it right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Put her on the spot now.
Yeah, Christy's right. How's her new gig going now?
Oh, it's been good. She actually just got told she's moving to Boulder Station. Starts there on Monday.
She was at Green Valley Ranch, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow. Started at Wildfire, went to the Santa Fe, keeps moving up in positions, right?
Yeah, that's what she does.
But I've always said that she was good at everything that she does, whether it's the bowling ball, smart, educational. She just always a good person.
She puts her nose down and works hard. Ooh, that read very early.
Yeah, but again, so I want you to watch this, Casey. When you see the ball roll, or when you watch his shoulder, you just look down and see the ball roll early. So we're working on that. We had a good practice session yesterday. He threw a lot of good shots. We're just trying to get him to not rotate the ball with his shoulder.
That was actually a very good move from Seth to get to that half 10 after the runaway Brooklyn on 67 shot before.
So how long you been working with Bowlers Mart?
Going on 2.5 years.
Wow.
Right about now.
Yeah.
Been managing this store for 2 full years now.
So speaking of Bowlers Mart, you guys help out our kids a lot in Las Vegas. You and Vince work together with a lot of our kids, and I can't thank you guys enough for everything that you do for our kids. It's just amazing.
I know. I can say youth bowling was one of the greatest experiences of my life, and I'd just like to give back to the other kids to see that happen for them too.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, and you guys are, and that's so. Bowlers Mart, I know, is definitely paired up. When I moved back here from Michigan, I hooked up with Gunner at Bowlers Mart, and he really helped us out with what I was trying to do as far as use bowling balls, helped us out. And then when Gunner took off to Florida, Vince stepped in, and Dominic and his spares.
Need to work on them spares,
Yep.
bud.
Vince stepped in and took over, and and his buddy just helped him out. So you guys, I can't thank you guys enough, man. It's awesome. But just as importantly, who is our shirt sponsor?
Cool Wick, helping us look great on the lanes.
And
we got
discount
some
code?
Storm bowling balls. Yeah,
Go back to
the
our
best brand for sure. Oh, we got our code LVYBT10. We can use at Cool Wick for 10% off any of your purchases there.
Yep. And then
our bowling ball sponsor is Storm.
yeah, baby. So they've been doing a lot. So you try to move left of that. Again, this is where he gets the over and under read, right? So when he throws one with the shoulder, makes the ball pick up at 30 feet. Oh, that's right. I can't look at. Yeah, I can't look at him. I got to look this way because then I'm looking. So I have to look. It's like the Brady Bunch. I got to look down. So he throws the ball on a left lane. The ball picked up at 35 feet, just before the end of the pattern on a 40-foot pattern, and the ball rolled out to the pocket. He moved left and then didn't throw one with his shoulder, and this is what happened. So again,
I think seeing the early hook on 68 might have promoted a move for him as well.
Yeah, good call. That's why you're sitting next to me. Oh, we got some highlights coming up. So, Dylan Leong. It was good to see him bowling today. Ben, you're all right. So he bowled pretty good. He made a big move at the end and came close. Elijah, he won one of the tournaments last week, so he got moved up. Is he in Varsity this week? No, he stayed in JV. Okay, yeah. This young man throws it pretty good, getting better. And Kiana, been bowling for 5 months.
Oh, wow. 5
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
Looking fantastic.
I love her, man. She's awesome. And our Cool Wick sponsorship, little rubber ducky, Marissa Ruiz, getting ready for college. She's starting to throw better. And speaking of Mr. Parker, bowling Bishop Gorman. The kid's good. Nice job, Seth.
Seth has made a fantastic move on the left lane.
Yeah. Naturally, he's starting to see it. He's starting to trust his ability.
He has a ton of it.
Yeah. So speaking of Coolwick, again, I appreciate everything Bowlers Martin Coolwick does. Jim and Jim and as a manager, that's who I work with. But they help us out so much. They give us championship shirts. We got championship banners sitting over there. They do so much to help us out in Las Vegas. So I'm so grateful for them. Mr. Dominic, so we're having a spare problem here in our JV section.
It could be the next spare that wins.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. Yeah. So let's see. Dominic here needs a spare 8, 9, 10. He'll have 119, 120 in the 8th.
Yes.
And he's losing to his buddy who just opened with 142 in the 8th. So we got a 20-pin match. Yep.
You're going to need to see a double here. Definitely.
So we got Sebastian on the left-hand lane. Let's see what. Yeah. He said he was going to switch to UC3 eventually, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think this ball's seeing it soon enough.
Correct.
So it's coming off the end of the pattern a little too violent.
Yeah. Yep. So Sebastian needs this for 186.
He's got a hope for help from Seth.
Yep.
And
Seth
is not giving it to him.
No. And then there's a lot of competition here. Seth is 16, Sebastian 14. There's a lot of competition here. Friendly rivalry. We can't see Sebastian's eyes.
I think that move to the UC3 was good, just late.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, let's see if Parker can pick this up.
Yeah, this spare really puts it to Dominic.
One of his helpers back here is Preston Wilson standing behind us. So every time Parker throws a shot, he's looking past us, looking at Preston. Help! Come on, Dominic.
It's a big strike. It's got a hook.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm on call right now at my 9 to 5 job, so I had to look at my phone. Sorry about that.
Our JV match is very close. We got a 1-pin game here.
Well, if Dominic can strike out for 181
Parker for 180.
and 180, that would lock him out. Sebastian had to have that. Put some pressure on Seth right here.
Let him know he's here.
Sebastian can go out for 246.
Need some real help from Seth.
Seth can strike out for 250. So
79 actually.
Oh, yep, 279. Good call. Wow, he threw that one pretty good.
I guess.
Nice
You're seeing
shot.
them both very well.
Yeah, good job. Sorry, I keep glancing up at the NFL game. So the winner of the JV section will be bowling Mr. Lefty himself, little Gavin Fernandez, all 11 years old.
Uh-oh.
He was a leader for the JV section, minus 17. So he bowled really, really good. He had a 277 game one on the fresh. So pretty interesting.
Kid is getting good.
Yeah, he really is. And again, you
Ooh.
help him out tremendously with all of his equipment. And then the winner of the varsity section between Seth and Sebastian will be bowling our female who snapped off Sebastian by 1 pin with
This is
plus
a-
35.
This is a spare that has
Yep.
to be made.
Yep. 4-6. Yep. He wins it. He strikes here. Or he spares here. He can, and then he needs a 7
the
count to
balk.
win.
Uh-oh.
So it's funny. He was practicing Tuesday at Santa Fe. I was giving a lesson to one of my other kids, and I'm sitting there watching him. Man, he does not. He hit the reset button on a spare. Yeah.
Reset button is
And I just jumped
no.
all over him. Come on, kiddo. Need some confidence. All right. So that gives
spare.
him 141, 67, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he needs 6 pins. 6 pins to
Yes.
tie, 7
6
pins
to
to
tie.
win. Here we go. Sebastian has to have this to put the pressure on.
Did he switch to the PBR? Is that what that looked like?
No. Is that a PBR? All right, Dominic. Let's see here, kiddo. Winner.
Do
He
it
knew
great.
it.
Do it great.
Yep. Good job.
That was a fight.
They're they're both football players at Bishop Gorman. Parker, good job, man. His first time out, so he'll be watching this live stream video.
It's a
And,
tough one to look back at
yeah.
from
Hey,
before and let it slip away.
I missed a couple spares. Look what happened. I was counting on Dominic to miss a couple.
Happens real quick, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right, so Sebastian put the pressure on Seth. Let's see. Keep it in play here, Seth. That's it.
Threw it fantastic.
Wow. This NCAA 3 pattern played pretty good. We won't talk about the oil at Sunset Station here, though, right? See? Or the cleaner, you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that PBR didn't look like it was enough.
That's not what he threw, was it?
It looked
Was
like he just made a change to it. First ball in the 10th.
Huh. That ball can be over under. I love the cover stock on that ball. Just needs to have some surface to keep the ball blended real well. That was a good match. So
frame, too late.
In the JV section, moving on to bowl, Mr. Fernandez is going to be Dominic Montoya, and in the varsity section, it's going to be Seth versus Kelsey, two-hander versus two-hander. So we'll be finishing up here for the semifinals, and then we'll be back for the final match. We will see you guys in a few minutes.
Thank you again to our sponsors, Coolwick. Make sure to use the code LVYBT10 to get 10% off any purchase at coolwick.com.
Hey, you're
And
a
then thank
Storm
again
guy.
to Storm,
Yeah.
the Bowlers Company.